Ladies and gentlemen, for today's treat especial, we have to go back to my garden because we are going to review the 40 volt Parkside lawnmower model PARM 41A1. It was on sale in about a week ago for 99 euro copex instead of 120 euro copex, of course without charger and batteries. And I grabbed one because my old lawnmower died last year. Also, I grabbed one of those new 4 ampere hour batteries for 20 euro copex instead of 25. Alright, so let's check out the marketing wank on the packaging. Let's zoom in a little bit, like that. Although it's a green Parkside tool, gardening tool, it has a brushless motor. I guess because with a brushed motor the mower would be way too weak for the cutting of 40 centimeters. We see here area capacity of 800 square meters with two 8 ampere hour batteries. Okay, and cutting height is 25 to 75 millimeters in 7 levels, and the collection bag volume 50 liters. Down here we see they talk about using two 4 ampere hour batteries, so I don't know why up here they talk about the area capacity of 800 square meters with 2 ampere hour batteries, but okay, never mind. So I'm going to unbox it. Unfortunately, one of my neighbors also chose today to cut his grass, so there is going to be some background noise of a gas-powered lawnmower. I can't do much about it. Alright, so let's look in the box. There was not much to assemble, only these two screws for the handle, and then to set the angle here and here. So let's review the features. Here is the cutting height adjustment from 25 to 75 millimeters. Here is the battery compartment. The handle. There's one small control unit here. I'm going to put in the batteries so we can check it out when it's powered on. But first, let's take a look at the bottom. Yeah, nice long plate. As we can hear, it is indeed a brushless motor. Here you can take out this piece of plastic if you don't want to use the collection bag. Of course, you could also take a little piece of wood or something and wedge it in here so the lid stays open, but then the grass gets thrown on your feet. Okay, let's put in the batteries. Controls. Yeah, now they come to life. Okay, so here we have a separate charge display for both batteries. And here we can set the power level, I guess. And then it's like any other lawnmower. Just press this handle here. Alright then, let's switch the scenes and first try cutting the lawn where the grass is lowest. I forgot to mention the cutting bag is not the nicest, only the top is plastic. The sides are some kind of netting, and on the bottom it's also just some thin plastic. It looks more like some foil, and on the front there is a steel bar to keep everything in place. Okay, so then let's give it a try. On level 2, oh no, the walk of shame. Oh, alright. So, of course, you have to be smarter than the tool. Press the keypads all you want when you don't see here the safety button on the side. Cutting down the low grass was no problem on the power setting 1. Let's move on to the higher parts of my lawn. Change of scenery. Here the grass is about 10-12 centimeters, so 2.5 to 3 inches, and we are going to try it out on mode 1, but I don't think it will suffice, so maybe we are going to switch to mode 2. Let's try. I'm pleasantly surprised. It works quite well on mode 1. You have to take 2 goes, but if you have the time and prefer saving up battery, why not? I'm going to switch it to mode 2 now. The batteries only have 1 bar remaining. We can hear it struggling already. So the batteries are dead completely. I mowed them till the end, and we can now take a look how much I was able to cut. So here is the part of the lawn that was the lowest, about 3 by 5 meters, so 9 by 15 feet. And this here about 2 by 5 meters also, so 6 by 15 feet. And then all this here which is about 5 by 15 meters, so 15 by 45 feet. Now I've mowed about 1000 square meters, so 3000 square feet, and I used it enough to be comfortable giving you my opinion. I am quite impressed with the mower. It's quite powerful for such a small unit. The majority of my lawn I was able to mow in power mode 2. Only those patches where the grass was above 15 centimeters I switched to power mode 3. The run time, I guess about 20-25 minutes. The area you are able to mow with the two 4 ampere hour batteries is 150 to 200 square meters, so about 450 to 600 square feet. Although it's not a self-propelled mower, you really don't mind, because it's so lightweight. You can easily grab it and pick it up with one arm. Here is a handle. Yeah, so 99 euro Copex are a fair price for the little mower. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. See you in the next one. By the way, I'm always glad when you guys press the like button and subscribe, so maybe you consider it. See you next time. Bye bye.